Good to go. Let's get my chat set up. What's going on? What's going on? We're going to do a little bit of forecasting. A little bit of severe weather discussion. Fun stuff. You know? Okay. Howdy. Check it, check. Can you hear me? Can you hear the jams? Yep, okay. Okay. Alerts are on. Okay.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been
updated. Everything's working. Would you look at that? Okay.
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
Let's get started. Marginal, slight, and enhanced risk for severe weather today across portions, well, of the Rocky Mountains and Plains, southwestern Midwest, but mainly focused to portions of the central and southern plains. Central plains, we'll call it. 5% Sig 1 tornado risk, larger 2% surrounding that, but we're really watching for strong tornadoes far southeastern Wyoming, northeastern Colorado, southwestern and south central Nebraska, and north central and northwestern Kansas. Haze up to Kearney.
Attention, a new special weather
up to North Platte. Platte? Who knows? Up to Scottsbluff, down to Sterling, down to Colby, everyone in between. 5, 15, and 30% Sig 1 risk for winds. Here, we're going to go one screen. So, some strong winds are possible out here. 80+ mile per hour gusts. Especially through Kansas and Nebraska. And then there's our hail threat. 5, 15, and 30% chance Sig 1. Tomorrow, we're still just looking at a slight. Very large 5 Sig 1, though. Central Missouri. Central to southern Illinois. Central to southern Indiana. 5% Sig 1. Risk for tornadoes tomorrow. I still think we're probably going to go, well, I still think we have a chance to go enhanced out here. We'll have to see. I'm glad they shifted this a little bit further east. That needed to happen. They shifted this a little bit further north. As I suggested yesterday, I think that needed to happen. The risk zone has just grown. But, yeah, makes sense. Really quickly, let's talk about today, and then we'll talk about tomorrow. Let's take a look at the real-time mesoscale analysis for today first. Why don't we? All right, so let's talk about this. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, John? Purple. I've never been in an early Connor live. What's going on, Kyle? So here's what's going on. Let's take a look at this is our real-time mesoscale analysis. Well, the bottom right is HRRR. Actually, these are on HRRR too. I don't want these to be on HRRR. This should be on RTMA. There we go. I don't need the winds there. That's fine. Let's switch this one to RTMA. Okay. This bottom one is fine. And let's put this one on. Well, I'm going to need that one to be on HRRR. All right. So notice what's happening in this top left screen here. Starting to get some tightening up of that warm boundary up to the north. All right. All right. Now we're looking at mid 80s, northwestern Kansas. Go up a little bit to the north. Someone tell me how to pronounce this. North Platte or North Plate? Because I've probably been pronouncing it wrong every single day. When Connor circles your area. Yeah, you don't want me to circle your area. I know someone knows how to pronounce this. I know someone knows. Someone's got to know. Platte? Okay, good. North Platte. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Oh, I wonder, I'm streaming through Restream now. I wonder what I think it seems like the delay on Restream's a little bit longer. I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, our boundary's warming, getting a little bit warmer, getting a little bit sharper. So this is going to be kind of the area we're watching for storms to initially develop and latch onto, right up in this region. You can see what's happening in the bottom left screen with our live satellite. Lots of clear air. You look at all that like evaporation that happens. Look at these storms. Look at all these clouds evaporating out ahead there. So we're getting significant heating, surface heating down here. So this is going to allow our instability to regrow. And exactly where that heating is happening. I got to move my screen so I can see this better. Oh, crap. No, not down. Oh, no. What did I do? Oh, there we go. And you can see that area that I circled where we're getting a lot of that clearing. That's exactly where we're seeing that instability grow, right in here. See how perfectly that matches up with the HRRR instability? Right where all those clouds cleared out of. So, again, that's just allowing our convective available potential energy, CAPE, to grow. You can see what's happening with our dew points. Actually, I'd say our dew points are running ahead of schedule. It looked like we could still be in the 50s out here. Taking a look at the models yesterday. Top right screen. So our dews are doing a little bit quicker than expected. I think our temperatures are I think we're getting a little bit quicker warm air advection as well. Our instability is probably growing a little bit quicker too. These clouds are clearing out. I think this is actually looking a little bit better than models were suggesting yesterday when we were forecasting this. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure we're ahead of schedule here. Yeah. So it's looking good. I mean, it's looking bad if you don't like severe weather, but if it's looking good for severe weather. It's always, I don't know how to phrase that. It's looking good. I think some significant storms through here are possible. So everyone out here, make sure you have your weather alerts on. Could end up being a pretty spicy day, since a lot of these parameters, I think, severe parameters are running ahead of schedule. Okay, let's switch back here. And take a look at let's just take a look at what the latest HRRR thinks in terms of timing and reflectivity. So here we go. Storms want to fire off, at least on the latest HRRR, northeastern Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, and northwestern Kansas at right around 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Boom, there we go. We get some strong supercells. That is going to be right where that warm boundary is. Looks like we're going to be in the maybe mid-60s for dew points. Could be pushing upper 60s. Lots of instability. So we'll see those fire off 4, 5, 6, 7. And slowly move off to the east and southeast. This is just what the latest HRRR thinks. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but this is the latest suggestion. This looks like we could get a pretty strong little mini MCS here, possible of producing, again, very strong straight line winds, large hail, and a couple of potentially significant tornadoes. Now, as we move forward in time, we get some storms firing off along the back end here, southeastern Wyoming, into western Nebraska and northeastern Colorado as well. That's 9 p.m. Let's actually go back to the 16Z so we can see this run a little bit further. Then you get another pretty nice line out here as we get into around 12. So potentially a nocturnal threat. Look at this as we get towards around 3, 4 in the morning. Potentially a nocturnal threat for this region out here. You know, western Kansas, western Nebraska, northeastern Colorado, southeastern Wyoming. This is a typical afternoon, evening threat, but we could see some strong storms moving through here late. So a nocturnal threat once we get towards central to eastern Kansas and Nebraska. Let's take a look at tomorrow really quickly. Although, here, we'll take a look at the Rufus super quick, because the Rufus is probably going to do some crazy stuff here. I mean, look at the Rufus. Firing off at around 4 p.m. too, strong storms, but look at the Rufus. Going absolutely insane with storms through this region here. We'll see. Everyone out here, have your alerts on. Kansas, Nebraska, eastern Colorado, doesn't really matter where you are. Southeastern Wyoming, have your alerts on. We could even get some strong storms into portions of northern Oklahoma as well. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow real quick, and then I'm going to get to answering all your questions. Here's the latest for tomorrow. Okay, yeah, we'll look at the 12ZHRRR. Check your phone. Wait. What's going on? Oh, wait, really? Oh, yeah, nice. Nice. You got a 5 hatch. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. So here we go. This is tomorrow. Look, we got some early morning storms moving through Kansas. That's not going to be fun. Happy Father's Day. You wake up to some severe weather moving through Kansas City. This pushes out. This is going to be another one of those things where how long does this... What's the cloud coverage here? How much rain do we get? How long does it last? How quickly does it move? Because if it gets out, we clear. We could get another round of storms right behind that are pretty significant and strong. Look at this. Starts off as a kind of a small MCS, turns into a big, long QLCS that pushes off to the south and east. And now we've got everyone involved. Now we've got everyone involved with severe weather through here. Let's take a look at the Rufus. How does the Rufus handle this? Of course, it's going to handle it. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, here's the Rufus. So, Rufus fires strong storms off around Springfield tomorrow. But look at the Rufus out here. The Rufus is just... You get storms in Nebraska. You get storms in Kansas. You get storms in Oklahoma. You get storms in Missouri. You get storms in Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky. The Rufus just has severe weather everywhere. Messy, sloppy setup out here, but there's still those strong supercells through portions of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and then portions of western Kentucky as well. But again, the Rufus has strong storms out here. It's just a sloppy setup tomorrow. And let's see what's happening with our 500. I'm almost done with this. I'm gonna answer your questions. Let me just see what's happening. I mean, so we just have this very, very like, look at this, and this is what I was talking about the other day. We've got this significant 500 millibar jet. Look at this, running into another one. With shortwaves developing over the plains and over the Midwest and Ohio Valley. So we could, yeah, have severe weather out here again. Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, Oklahoma, Sunday. But then we're also dealing with Midwest and Ohio Valley severe weather. It's all over the place. It is all over the place on Sunday. I can see why the Rufus is doing that. You can see our 850. Some nice shear out in both of these locations. And then temperature-wise, we're actually seeing kind of a little bit of a gradient Bear Clinic boundary out through these regions as well. This has to do with the, dynamic cooling from early morning storms on Sunday to the north, but could spark up some nice severe weather along this boundary. And then our dew points are probably doing just fine, yeah. So, all right, that's what's going on. Let me go to the radar and let me look at my chat. Let's go back here. I've got a view up. Where are we? Kearney, Nebraska, looking west. So, I'm using my radar for all of their live cams. Pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll be using that to get some live cams up. Moving forward. All right. Chat, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, 6-7. Rufus is pulling an Oprah. That's right. You get severe weather. You get severe weather. Everyone gets severe weather on Sunday. The Plains, Midwest, Ohio Valley. Southern Plains. What can you say for Oklahoma? Great state. Oklahoma has a great meteorology program. The state's shaped like a finger. Those are some things I would say. Are you talking about weather-wise? Northern Oklahoma could see the chance for some strong thunderstorms today. But you could actually get some a little bit further down towards Oklahoma City. Central and eastern Oklahoma tomorrow. Give me the T for Quincy, Illinois. Listen, this is all going to depend on where kind of our boundary sets up tomorrow. Warm air. Let's compare models. We'll do this really quickly. Love this. Let's compare some models. Here's the HRRR12Z for tomorrow. Let's take a look at temperatures. All right. Jeez. Quincy is, I know where Quincy is. Guys, I'm the worst. There we are. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this. I want to compare the HRRR. I want to compare where our temperatures are tomorrow. Look at that. So look at that. Quincy stays in the cool sector on the HRRR the entire day tomorrow, but like right on the border. You see this? Like we're 70, almost 80 degrees in Bowling Green, and you're 65 in Quincy. How long a drive is that from Bowling Green to Quincy? Can someone tell me? Because the difference in temperature there is pushing 15 degrees from Bowling Green to Quincy. We're 90, almost 90 in St. Louis, 66 in Quincy tomorrow. Yeah, 50 minutes, 15 degrees in 50 minutes. I think it might even be more drastic than that. But if you stay in the cool sector, Quincy's not going to experience much tomorrow. But look at this. Look at this warm boundary that sets up down here. Look at this. Right? This is where this is the corridor we're going to be watching for the most significant storms. And it's not just where's the temperature gradient, but this is a good signal of kind of like, if you're in the cool sector, you're less likely to see strong storms. If you're in the warm sector, you're more likely. And then the strongest storms typically can be where you have the strongest forcing latching on to the warm boundary. So I like to use this as a gauge if I have to do some quick forecasting. Now, what does the Rufus think though? Is that warm boundary going to kind of be in the same area on the Rufus? See, Quincy, about the same thing. Both models keep Quincy cool. Both models keep Quincy cool. Rufus version 2, same thing. MPass, same thing. Yeah. So, right now, let's look at the NAM. See, the NAM, we've got some more warm air advection up to the north. Quincy gets into almost to 80 degrees. And the other models, they think, see, how could these models be so off? The NAM thinks you get to 80 degrees in Quincy tomorrow, and the HRRR and Rufus think you barely touched 67. It's okay. That's why they're discontinuing the NAM, unless the NAM ends up being correct. No, I mean, let's see what these models have as your high. Let's look at the HRRR again. I mean, 69 in the morning, 71. Does get up to 71, 72 degrees in Quincy on the HRRR. Still kind of cool, though. Still kind of cool for significant severe weather. So, right now, I think, a lot of these storms are going to stay to the south of you. So that's what I think. I mean, you're on the border. It almost looks to me like they're drawing the slight on the board on like where the warm boundary is. I feel like that's what the SBC is doing, because this is where this is where the warm boundary is. This is our warmer air, and this is where our cooler air is. So I think that's why they just stick the marginal up a little bit further in case they're wrong about that warm boundary.
Weather statement has been issued.
Belligerent Dan, you're the man. You know what? I should have had this screen up when I was doing this so you could have seen that a little bit better. Sorry. I should have had the big screen up, but hopefully you saw what I was talking about. Well, look at that. They've got the forecast discussion for the day as well.
Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
I want to hear your thoughts on Arkansas next. I mean, let me look at something. Arkansas is going to be warm enough. Tons of cape. Dew points are going to be great. The question is...
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
Do we have... What's our shear looking like down south? Notice 500 millibar jet staying pretty far north. Northern Arkansas gets a little bit of 500 millibar action. Tons of 850 action. Look at that. So, yeah, I mean, a light mid-level, lighter mid-level winds is probably what's going to make it harder to get significant storm organization in Arkansas. But lots of instability. Lots of low-level moisture. A really nice low-level jet. 500 millibar jet wants to sink down a little bit. We could see something significant down in Arkansas tomorrow, especially northern Arkansas. You might even get your SIG 1 to shift down into northern Arkansas. I want to take a sounding out of northern Arkansas. After doing
Attention,
that, let's take a
new
sounding
special
out of
weather
there.
Statement has been issued.
We'll just take a look at SIG tours, and we'll take a sounding out. We'll just pull from here. A little bit of rotation, you can see on the hodograph, but notice the velocities are low. We don't have a strong mid-level jet. Plenty of instability. Decent low-level moisture. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Some okay SRH. I mean, that's not very impressive sounding. Later on in the evening, 2 a.m. nocturnal threat. Let's see. I think our 500 jet is sinking. I think our shear will be a little bit higher here. Lots of loop-de-loops, tons of cape. Very good low-level moisture, although there's a little bit of a dry slot. Some good surface shear, good SRH. This looks a little bit better. And our winds are moving a little bit faster now at the mid-levels. What do we have on the reflectivity at this time? There we go. There's those storms pushing in because of that. So nocturnal threat on the HRRR. How does the Rufus see it? The Rufus sees the potential for a nocturnal or super early morning threat as well. The Rufus has this delayed in northern Arkansas. Look at that. The Rufus does throw storms all the way down through the entire state of Arkansas. So super early Monday morning through pretty much Monday evening. And look at this line of storms through the southeast. Woo! Deep south. Ohio Valley down into the southeast. Interesting. How does Louisville look? Louisville. You know, I always called it Louisville. But people made fun of me enough that I changed how I called it. It's Louisville. You guys look good. I mean, tomorrow, you're going to have the chance for some strong storms. You are in that... You technically are in the 5% SIG 1 risk for strong tornadoes. It's going to be interesting to see. You know, this threat was originally these risk zones were originally stopped like here, and I did say yesterday that I thought they needed to expand them further east, and they did. So I agree with this, but I think it's a lot more conditional. The severe weather out here is a lot more conditional. You know, because we have a lot of rain showers moving through this region, and we could get some dynamic cooling that really ruins our instability for storms out east here, Evansville and east. And just to show you that, we'll go back to the HRRR 12Z, and then you can see here's the afternoon hours tomorrow. Now, does all that moisture stay to the north, or does some of that come to the south? The 12Z HRRR
thunderstorm warning
looks pretty impressive. This would be some pretty good storms out here towards Cincinnati, Louisville, Evansville. The later runs, though, didn't look that... Let's look at the later runs and see... Let me look at the 18Z of the Rufus. No, let's go HRRR. Yeah, this latest HRRR makes me think that we may get some moisture a little bit further down to the south. If you guys are clear and you guys don't get a ton of rain showers early on out here, you're probably going to have some strong storms moving through tomorrow. right? And the timing looks to be about late 10, 11 p.m. Those storms could be approaching tomorrow out towards Louisville.
Attention, a new
I just need to know if I should cover my garden.
been issued.
Coming to you from northeast Colorado. I'd probably do it. You want to look at what the wind gusts might be like today? Let's take a look at some of the wind gusts. And here we go. Here's some wind gusts as we get into tonight. Oh, sorry. We want to be out here. There we are. 40, 50 plus miles per hour out there in northeastern Colorado. Now, this is mainly driven off of storms, but even without storms, you're seeing wide areas of 30, 35 plus mile per hour gusts possible, especially up here, northeastern Colorado. It's going to be gusty. It's going to be windy, even if you don't have a storm moving over. Look at that. 70 plus mile per hour winds in here. 68. Oh, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings. 6 mile per hour, 1 inch hail up there. South of Ainsworth, moving east. Nebraska. Then we got one out here to the west of Beatrice. 50 plus mile per hour winds, radar indicated. 1 inch hail, radar indicated. Moving to the southeast towards Hebron and Fairbury. Wow, what is going on here? We got whoa. We got a 71 decibel storm. Only 50 mile per hour winds. Are we about to get some very, very large hail in here? You guys, this is the 71 decibels. I thought that said OMG, and I was about to say that too, but it says ONG. 72 decibels. Listen, once you hit that 70 decibel mark, you know there could be some very, very large hail in there. We'll see if they upgrade this.
Attention.
That storm kind of plumed out of nowhere. I want to take a look at what this looks like on the satellite. I know you guys do too. You were thinking the same thing. Show me the satellite. Can't, you can barely even see it. Let's go to... upper water vapor. Can I see it on here? Mid-level. Here, look at this. This thing is booming. Strong storm. Moving quick, too. All right, I'm going to guess this thing's moving at like 40 miles per hour. Oh, I should have said 45. It's moving at 45 miles per hour. Another severe thunderstorm warning. Wait, are my alerts not on? Or you guys can hear my alerts, right? Were you guys hearing my alerts? I just wasn't hearing them. I think you guys were. Sorry, I had to leave for a bit. Has he answered my Houston question? No, I'll answer your Houston question now. You guys can't hear the alerts either? Well, that's weird. Don't tell me I'm going to have some more audio issues. That's so weird. Alerts are on. Yeah. Alerts. Check. Oh, echo. All right, let's see if next time there's an alert we hear it. I think... Oh, there it is. You guys hear that?
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued.
You guys can hear that, right? Okay, cool. I always just end up hitting buttons and ruining my setup. I've got fat fingers, I think. Small hands, fat fingers. Because I'm always hitting buttons on my keyboard that are turning things on and off. All right, let's talk about Houston. I don't think there's much to talk about in Houston. Ooh, there's a lot of lightning down here. What's happening? Lots of rainfall. Now, we're not expecting much severe weather down here. Unless I missed something. Yeah, no. But lots of rainfall. Let's take a look at the weather predictions that are excessive rainfall. Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about this, guys. Moderate risk for excessive rainfall. Kearney down to Salina, out to Topeka, Kansas City, Emporia, up to Trenton, Missouri, Maryville, Southern Omaha Metro almost in there. And then Lincoln, Grand Island. So large area. If you're out here
Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning
and you are
has
in a
been
flood-prone
issued.
area, make sure you have your weather alerts on. Make sure you know what's going on. Look at that. Moderate risk for flooding. Excessive rainfall, eastern Kansas, a big chunk of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. That's tomorrow. And then another slide out there. So, but yeah, Houston, we're just watching some excessive rainfall today. Strong thunderstorms, not severe. You know? Did they drop the tropical disturbance in the Atlantic? I think so. We've got this bad boy, this puppy out here. 20% chance of tropical, that this Pacific Disturbance 1 goes through TCG, becomes a tropical cyclone within the next 7 days. So that's interesting. Actually, I want to turn alerts on here. Give me a second, guys. Let's see warnings on this one. Can I see warnings on RTMA? I guess I can't. That's fine. I love seeing this instability grow right where those clouds are clearing up. It's so interesting. Really quickly, let me show you this. Let's go surface. We'll go mix layer. Okay. A lot of instability growing through there. What are we at? What are we looking like right now? Pushing almost 3,000 joules per kilogram out there. I mean, well, Western Kansas out here at almost 3,500 joules per kilogram of mixed layer cape. We just got a good little thunderstorm in Houston. Just a lot of rain. Yeah, there's a lot of thunderstorms down there. They're just not expected to be severe. Just heavy downpours. Here's our jet stream. See all that moisture still being pulled through the southeast. We do have some mesoscale discussions down in Florida. Some strong thunderstorms possible. Central to southern Florida, up there around the panhandle as well. I'm just trying to see how this is developing on the satellite. All right. Who's got some more questions? Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, you know, if you're going to get anything strong, it's going to be a nocturnal setup. You're going to get some nice rain showers here soon, but for we'll do a quick model comparison here. We'll just do reflectivity since I've already done the forecasting with everything else. Here's the HRRR. Actually, let's do 17Z. Here's the latest HRRR. Latest HRRR really put strong storms up here into northwestern Kansas. Nice looking MCS here. Still same thing, 4 or 5 p.m. out here. Looks good. Or bad, again, depending on how you look at it. Some strong storms up through this region as well. But as you can see, nothing really significant for Omaha, severe weather-wise. Lots of heavy downpours, though, as we get into in around 6 p.m. and then really potentially throughout the evening and night and morning. See if the Rufus sees something similar. Yeah, it does. Haven't tried that, Nightwolf. Yeah. Yeah. Not yet. So, like I said in the beginning of this live, when we were going over the actual, you know, real-time mesoscale analysis here, it looked like it was uptrending today. It looked like we could potentially see a more significant day today than some of the models were showing yesterday. And taking a look at the latest HRRR, it's uptrended. It's a lot more significant updraft helicity tracks here on the latest HRRR. So I think the latest HRRR is seeing that as well. Seeing a warm boundary, a little warmer up here, a little sharper than we originally thought. Dew points are doing better at this time than we originally thought. And there's a little bit more instability out in this region as well. The clouds are clearing really, really nice. So yeah, could be a pretty significant day. I don't expect a crazy tornado outbreak or anything like that, but there's going to be a nice MCS that sets up here out through eastern Colorado, portions of Nebraska and Kansas, western Nebraska, western Kansas, moving east. Kansas City, similar situation, I think, to Omaha. Nothing really expected today or tonight. Not impossible, but we're taking a look at a nocturnal threat. We'll say 3, 4 in the morning or after. You could get some strong storms moving through, and then we're going to have to watch early in the morning tomorrow. The HRRR is putting... Actually... Yeah, the HRRR put some storms through Kansas City around 2 a.m. and then it's just downpouring. Not a lot of severe weather, maybe a couple severe storms, and then gives you a chance for another round of potentially stronger storms, stronger to severe storms around 7 or 9 in the morning. So it's weird for Kansas City. It's like a 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. severe setup. Then you get another QLCS igniting on the back end. So I'd say there's a small chance you could see severe weather later in the afternoon tomorrow as well in Kansas City, sometime between 3 and 7 p.m. 3 and 6 p.m. Yeah. You're cooked, Matt? I haven't seen anything too... Well, the Rufus put some popcorn through there. Let me see. I'll go to the latest HRRR again. Man, why did I just get so tired? Hey, this looks pretty nice on the HRRR. This does look pretty nice on the HRRR. We'll have to see tomorrow night. That's a pretty spicy look.
Attention.
I like how the severe weather parameters look out here. Let's look at our instability. Yeah, it's pretty nice. 1,500 to 2,500 joules per kilogram. You'll be on that warm boundary. Good low-level moisture. You could have dew points in the 70s as we're approaching, as those storms are approaching. So not bad. What are our winds looking like? Yeah, good 500 jet, good low-level jet as well. Yeah, you could get a spicy storm for sure. For sure, nice knowing you. You can get a spicy storm. Omaha looking bad, too bad today. No, it's not. Lots of rainfall potential in Omaha today. Severe storms are possible in Omaha, but hey, you know, here, let's go back to our storm prediction. Let's go back to our convective outlook. You can see you guys are in that marginal. A lot of the weather does look like it's going to remain out to your south and west. And again, part of that has to do with our warm and cool boundaries. So once again, go back into the latest HRRR, 'cause why not? Look at all that cool air up in Omaha as we move throughout the day. You're cooling down because you're going to get some a lot of rainfall pushing through, and then after that rainfall pushes through, you don't have much instability left for severe weather. So you could have some severe weather moving east, but this stuff up here is going to fall apart, and the stuff down here could try to continue off into the east. It's going to be a washout in Omaha. It's not impossible you get a strong thunderstorm, but I'm not too worried about it. All right. I don't know how I suddenly just got so tired, other than my kids woke me up super early and I was dealing with them all day. Oh! I need to chug 3 more of these. I just got 100 more Red Bull in the mail today. So, all the sugar frees, because I don't want to, sugar's bad for you. Now, slamming 5 Red Bulls a day, not bad. But, if there's sugar in that Red Bull, bad. So anyways, I'm going to wake up a little bit. I'll continue to watch these storms today. But I think me and the wifey are going to go out and try to enjoy our nice weather here today. Temperatures in the low 70s and sunny. I think we have like a high of 72 and it's sunny today.
Warning has been issued.
That's beautiful weather for June. Yeah, well, I told my wife that I would let her sleep in this morning to be nice, and I said I'll wake up with the kids, and then the kids woke up at 6 a.m. and I got a 1 and a 3-year-old, and we went to the gym, and just getting them to the gym, just the process of waking up, getting them ready, and feeding them breakfast, and then changing them, and then getting them and dropping them off. That whole process feels like I just went to war or something. It's just a lot. That getting them ready was probably more of a workout than the workout I had at the gym, if I'm being honest. By the time I got to the gym, I was like, I just battled a 1 and 3-year-old for 2. My voice is cracked. A 1 and 3-year-old for 2 hours. I don't know if I have it in me to work out anymore. Yeah. What do I think about tomorrow's risk? I think it looks like it could be pretty good. I think we're going to end up getting an enhanced somewhere down here. Just like I said yesterday, eastern Kansas, portions of central to southern Missouri, central to southern Illinois, southern Indiana, maybe even out through portions of, north central, northwestern, western Kentucky out here. It's looking pretty good. Nice 500 millibar jet, nice 850 jet. A little bit of a warm boundary setting up, more low-level moisture than today. Not bad.
The severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Not a ton of inhibition. So anyways, everyone, have a great day. Enjoy your weather, unless you're in the plains and you're screwed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Enjoy your weather unless you're in northwestern Kansas, southwestern Nebraska, northeastern Colorado. Then just sit in and enjoy the thunder, I guess. You can still enjoy the weather if you like thunderstorms. All right, see you guys.